Hey guys, scifiwb here. Um, right now I want to talk to you. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about Star Wars. Um, as you know, um, this year celebrates the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. In 1977, in fact, May 25th, 1977, Star Wars debuted in the U.S. Later on in UK and everywhere else, as far as I know. But to me, it has a more sentimental value. The reason I say that is in 1977, I was 5 years old, and yeah, I feel old thinking about it. But I was 5 years old, and to me, I have a lot of memories and a lot of personal attachments to Star Wars. Um, I remember my father was a big science fiction fan, and you got to remember that before Star Wars, science fiction was more thought of as an adult level um, process. You know, it was more for adults than it was for kids. More in the thinking process, you know. Many of the movies at the time were very surreal. Uh, in fact, one 2001, you know, great movie, but it was still a lot of, for a kid, it was more like, I don't know, confusing, I would say. Star Wars was not like that. Um, Star Wars was for the whole family. I mean, kids could get it. They could understand the characters. The characters were not um, complicated. They were not convoluted. I I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but the storyline was not confusing. You know, you could really um, figure out what's going on. And I know I'm a little late on this. I know that Star Wars Day is past. Um, by the time you're seeing this, I'm filming it on uh, May the 5th, not the 4th. So you'll probably see it the 6th and so on. But still, I did want to talk about this. Because, again, it did have a lot in my memories. Um, one of the things that I remember was, yeah, I went to go see the movie, and it was a great movie. But later on that year, um, movie had blown proportion, and we lived in Halsey, Oregon. I think that's now part of suburb in Portland. I could be wrong. And a car dealership in a car dealership in Eugene, Oregon, was having this little special. Um, Meet Darth Vader and get his autograph and picture, kids. And Dad, I'm sorry, the cats are having a little tissy. As I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Um, so Dad took us all to Eugene. Mostly, like I said, he was a science fiction fanatic, so it was mostly for him, but bring in the kids. Um, and I remember 5 years old and seeing a Jawa for the first time. Now, I knew it was a guy in a costume. I'm not, wasn't that stupid, but still, it was still cool. You know, there there was a guy in a Jawa figure, in a Jawa costume at the table, and he was handing out the pictures with the autographs, of course. And here comes Darth Vader in that black costume, and here I am, 3 feet tall, and seeing this huge figure, and it's just, you know, mind-boggling. And that stuck into my brain, even more than the movie itself. And, you know, even now, when I hear people saying, yeah, I saw the Star Wars, most of them are talking about the new edition and or Star Wars Episode 1 and the prequels. And they're talking, the special editions. And I can look up and say, yeah, I got to see the first Episode 4 before it was even called A New Hope. Because you got to remember, from what I gather, he did not want people confused and go, what, Episode 4? But I don't get it, you know. So, if I'm correct, it was put on the little paragraphs, the sliding scroll, but that was it, you know. It was just Star Wars on the title. And, excuse me, today it's become a phenomenon. I mean, people still love to watch the original theatrical version of Star Wars. I mean, it's had about 7 sequels so far. It's got branches. Now that Disney's bought it, it is getting bigger. And it has had some bad films, let's be honest. Episode 1 was the worst. No argument. Um, Episode 7, though, great film. But to have those memories of those original times, that's priceless. So, to your younger audience, when you see the first time you see Episode 7 and Episode 8 and 9, remember those. Remember those times when you're with your family or your friends and you're watching it for the first time. Take it. And 40 years from down the road, you'll be talking about this, going, yeah, I was there. Episode 7 came out. So, yeah. I don't know what else to talk about, but happy anniversary, Star Wars. Continue making people's lives glamorous and all that other stuff. I know I've been rambling, but I'm glad you guys are listening. I'm glad hopefully you've stopped and you've listened. And all I've got to say, usually I say, take care, but not this time. Not this time. I'm going to say, I have a bad feeling about this. No. Good night, and may the Force be with you.